I don't think I've ever been this mad at like a fan fiction before, especially a My Hero fan fiction, because I freaking love My Hero Academia fan fictions. They're so good, but this one, like, oh my god, like it was just so terrible. Like in the beginning, it was going well, and I even remember me making a video about like me talking to myself of how like usually I don't like reading AUs because they're usually freaking terrible. Like they're usually terrible. But like from my experience, and I was so freaking right. Like I don't know why I even trusted this AU. As soon as they brought in the girlfriend, that's when I knew things were gonna go heated. Okay, let me just tell y'all like the beginning of like when I started to like the fanfiction. So right off the bat, I was on Tumblr looking for something to read because I was just so freaking bored, and I don't even remember when I even found this fanfiction, but I know it wasn't that long ago. But like, I stopped reading it because I had things to do. I'm pretty sure it was last week, and so I found it. I read it. I read the first beginning of it, and I was happy because one, Bakugo wasn't a total douche. Like he wasn't like mean, like he is in the actual like series. Him and Deku are actually freaking friends. Him and Todoroki are friends. I just liked it all in all. And I also liked the lawyer aspect of it. I found it pretty cool and interesting. But as soon, like I said before, as soon as they brought in the girlfriend in the equation, that's when it started to get freaking weird, especially in the comments. I don't usually read comments in archive when I'm reading fan fictions unless I'm like feeling weird about something. And I started to read the comments towards the later chapters, and it's like a shift has come. Like it's full of misogyny. First of all, definitely misogyny. But anyways, here's when I first started getting problems with this fan fiction. So I'm gonna say like around like chapter 8, because that's when I started to read the fan fiction again. I don't know what exact thing. What really set me off. I think it was definitely how the comments too. I feel like the comments are mostly what's making me mad. So basically, what's happening is Eijiro Kirishima isn't spending as much time with Mina anymore. Like, that's what made me mad. Yeah, I remember that. I feel like Kirishima is emotionally cheating on Mina with Bakugo, and nobody else pointed that out, but I feel like he's emotionally cheating with him because instead of like confiding with Mina about his troubles and stuff, he's going to Bakugo. And not only that, it just made me feel weird that he bidded 350,000, 3,500. No, it was like, I think it was $3,500 yen. I don't know, but that's like rounded up to 200 something dollars in US. That's a lot of money. So I'm sorry, my thoughts are all jumbled up because I was so irritated. So I first started being irritated by the fanfiction the moment Kirishima freaking bidded his money on Bakugo, because he didn't have to do that. Like the person that bidded on Bakugo like bidded only like 19,000 yen, but Kirishima freaking bidded like 3,500,000 yen. He didn't have to freaking do it. Like that's a buttload of money. Like that's $250 in US. Like he didn't have to do that. He could have like bidded like 20,000. He didn't have to do all that to double it up. Like he didn't have to do that. By his defense, Denki and them were really pressuring him to do it, but it's like you didn't have to do all that like money stuff. You know what I mean? And the fact that he never told Mina about it, his girlfriend, like he never told Mina that he bidded on him. Like, that's a red flag. Like, throughout the, like, beginning chapters, like, I couldn't find myself enjoying, like, reading this fanfiction or just, like, feeling bad for Kirishima. Like, I didn't feel no sympathy. I couldn't feel bad, or I couldn't root for Kirishima either, because it just felt like he was cheating on Mina the entire time. Like, I know he was in denial, but it's like you can still you can still cheat without, you know, knowing really. I don't know. That's for another discussion. So yeah, he never told Mina about the bidding, and then, you know, after that they had their date because of the bid, and I felt like that entire chapter, Kirishima was just, you know, intentionally hitting on Bakugo. He didn't have to, you know, hold his body to position him right so that he can, like, hit the gun right. He didn't have to, what else did he do? I'm sorry, like, I was ranting on my story about this earlier, and now I don't even remember what he was doing in that chapter. He didn't have to do that whole position body thing. And he also freaking hugged Bakugo. And he almost kissed Bakugo until Mina called him. So if Mina did not call him, he would have kissed Bakugo. That made me mad. That made me so mad. Like, he's literally cheating on Mina. And whenever I read the comments, it's like, oh, they should just break up with Mina already so that he can go with Kiribaku. Ooh, Kiribaku. Ooh, Mina is so annoying. Ooh. Like, what? And I really feel like they're saying this because Mina is getting in the way of their gay, ooh, small bean ship, Kiribaku. Oh my god. And everyone's praising them for, like, you know, being well written. And I just feel like it's just kind of weird, especially because I feel like they're trying to advocate for Mina. I feel like they're trying, you know, to sympathize with Mina, but it's also like they're not really like at the same time they're like against her too. Like, I can't, the creator of this fanfiction is definitely giving off mixed signals, but that's besides the point. Yeah, so after that, things were going way freaking downhill. So, you know, Kirishima was in denial for like 5 chapters. Like, that was exhausting, by the way. Just seeing Kirishima being like I don't watch My Hero Academia, so I don't know if he's actually this dense, but he's so freaking dense. It's actually crazy. Like, it is actually so crazy how his denial arc was just dragging on, when it's like, where is your self-awareness? Where is it? So yeah, but yeah, Bakugo was obviously like kind of uncomfortable with that, especially because, you know, Kirishima is dating Mina. But yeah, the next chapter in class, like, there was this whole like debacle about not debacle, like debate about whether or not like cheating, adultery is like, can be only intentional or can be an accident. And Bakugo was trying to make a point that you can't just cheat on accident. Like, that's not how it works. But Kirishima was saying, oh, well, it could be an accident because of emotional vulnerability. Like, okay. Like, and that's why I found that whole chapter so hypocritical. It was probably on purpose, but I just, like, I couldn't like Kirishima because he was just being hypocritical towards his own points, because he was saying that cheating can be an accident if you're emotionally vulnerable and stuff, yada yada yada, and like, it can also be an accident. But it's like, if you're trying to defend your cheating by saying it's an accident, like, so now you know, like, you're cheating. Like, you're now like aware what you almost did, and, you know, you're actively still doing it and trying to defend it, which I feel like that's like sort of contradictory, in my opinion, because if you're saying it's an accident, then why are you still trying to defend it? Like, cheating is cheating, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I feel like I have to write my thoughts on cheating instead of just saying it out loud, because I feel like I'm just talking out of my butt, but that's how I feel. So yeah, like, that whole thing was making me mad. Then here comes the next freaking big thing. Yeah, there was multiple instances where Mina was just lashing out because, Kirishima is being a terrible freaking boyfriend. He's literally neglecting Mina to go study with freaking Bakugo every single second. Like, instead of studying by himself, he wants to study with Bakugo. Like, literally every single time. And it's already bad enough that their schedules are pretty terrible because, Mina is working at the riot, their bar, and then whenever he's home, he's studying or sleeping. Whenever he's home, she's sleeping. It's a terrible schedule for both of them. So yeah, Mina was just feeling really neglected, and was feeling jealous. Rightfully so, was being jealous towards Bakugo because that's all who Kirishima seems to care about nowadays. You know what I mean? And everyone's in the comments calling Mina annoying and stuff, and like, oh, they need to break up, and it's like, what is wrong with you? Like, they're just pushing Mina to, like, break up with Kirishima, when it's like, y'all just want her to get out of your equation. Like, it's actually so annoying. And the next thing was, so basically, Mina got and I think Kirishima's favorite band to play at their bar, and it was like a pretty like dumb thing. Like, it was pretty dumb decision. She didn't think over it, and she didn't even include Kirishima in the thought process. So it was a dumb decision, dumb thing. But everyone in the comments was like making Mina seem stupid. Like, even the creator, like, they're like, oh, she's so stupid. Oh, like, it was one freaking like thing. Like, yeah, it was a dumb like thing, but it's like, that's one thing like she can learn from this experience. Like, I don't freaking get it. I don't get it. And even freaking Bakugo, who I was liking until he was like, oh, you need to get a new girlfriend, or you need to dump your girlfriend. Like, be quiet, Bakugo. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Then here comes another thing. So there's this party, I think, and Kirishima and Mina, were dancing the night away. And then I don't even remember because I was like skipping the line at this point. So Bakugo went to the parking lot to go drink his sorrows away, I guess. And Shoto Todoroki came, who I haven't seen in a hot minute. Came in, it was like, let's kiss an F. So yeah, they're F buddies now. And yeah, so then the next thing that happens is Kirishima is over at oh wait, actually, I forgot to mention this, but freaking Jito is the only one who sees that Kirishima is being a bad friend towards Bakugo and a bad boyfriend towards Mina, because whether it's intentional or not, he's being such a douche friend and leading him on, and Mina, he's just being a bad boyfriend overall. What else? Yeah, so she was like saying like, just leave Bakugo alone, like, and be a better boyfriend towards Mina, and he was just being annoying and all. Like, annoying. Like, all he was thinking about was Bakugo. Like, okay, we get it already. Like, we get it. So in the next chapter, Kirishima is over Bakugo's house, and Shoto comes in, kissing Bakugo, not seeing Kirishima, and his whole denial arc comes, which lasted for so much longer than it needed to be. Like, he is so freaking dense. It's terrible. Like, I was having a headache reading that. Like, it was like the same things happening over and over again. Like, what? I don't like Bakugo. We're friends. Like, I just love my friends. Like, okay, I don't care. Like, at this point, I don't care anymore. Like, I really don't care. I don't care. Like, this is how I felt when I was reading the Nana manga. Like, there was so much stuff going on where it came to the point where, like, I just didn't care anymore, because it was just bad things on top of bad things on top of bad things, and I just don't have the mental capacity for that. Like, I want to read something to escape from my troubles, not to add on to it. You know what I mean? I cannot keep freaking read that negativity. I just can't. So yeah, sooner or later he went to Denki. Yeah, vented and stuff. He was like, oh, I'm homophobic, I think I'm homo. He was like, I think I'm homophobic. Get the freak out of my face. Like, that is, like, you go to Denki, who's dating a guy, I think I'm homophobic. Get out of my face. Like, oh my god. Like, oh my god. You can't be homophobic to just one couple. Like, if you're okay with every other gay couple, what let's think critically for 1 second. If you only don't like one gay couple and you accept every other couple, what makes you think you're homophobic? That's like me saying, oh, look, actually, let's think critically. Imagine if that was Mina and somebody else, but you're okay with every other couple in the world, but you seeing Mina with somebody else just makes you grind your gears. That doesn't make you straight phobic. Like, what the freak? Oh my god, like, let's think critically for 1 second. And Denki, it's just getting more and more annoying as I read this freaking fan fiction. Like, his whole logic and thought process is just being so annoying. Oh my god. So yeah, he's like, oh my god, I'm in love with Katsuki, I'm in love with Bakugo, about freaking time. And then after that, he's trying to break up with Mina, but you know, she's freaking scared. Like, she doesn't want him to break up with her and stuff. Like, I'll be scared too. Then this whole thing happens at the riot. You know what? I'm sorry, this is a tangent, but one thing that fanfiction abandoned was this anywhere. It was this place that Zero works at. But yeah, they don't really go there anymore. Especially Kamiya and Momo and Bakugo. I miss that friend group. Like, there's just so much mess going on that, like, I miss the older stuff in the fanfiction. But yeah, something happened, you know. So Kamiya was trying to give Kirishima a kiss, and Kirishima was like, "Oh, she does this with everyone, like, ha ha ha." And I feel like Mina was definitely bringing up a point that I will bring up later, but she was like, "Oh, she does it with everyone, like, oh, haha." But no, he didn't really try to, like, brush her off. Like, he didn't really try hard, and like, he didn't really try hard to, like, get her off of him. And then something happened, and then the glass fell on Bakugo's hand, like, leaving him a big, like, cut on his hand, I guess. And, like, a whole lot of stuff was happening and stuff. And Mina was initially upset because, you know, she was mad because Kami was all up on Bakugo and Kirishima, and he wasn't really doing anything about it. But yeah, after that, you know, he got his hair cut, his hand cut and stuff, and yeah. So then Mina just left, and then the next day, Kirishima comes and he's like, babe, are you so mad? And Mina tries to explain that, like, she wasn't just mad at the fact that Kame was trying to kiss him. Like, she was mad that he didn't have the effort to try to get her off of him. Like, in my opinion, like, people were saying that she was victim blaming him. First of all, Kirishima is not a victim in this situation. He's not a victim. Second of all, he didn't care. It's not that he couldn't get her off of him. He didn't care enough to, because she does this to everyone, as he says. So he didn't really care because it's like a regular thing. But if that was my boyfriend, I would feel kind of weirded out too, because, like, this girl's trying to kiss up on you and you're not doing anything about it. Like, what? Like, that's not being a victim, but that's just being like, why didn't you do anything? Like, why didn't you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And she was saying another thing that I was mad about was of the fact that he cared more about Bakugo's hand than her initial anger. And, you know, like, if Bakugo, if one of my friend's hands got cut and bleeding everywhere and my girlfriend was mad at me, you know, I would probably be more concerned with the hurt person, like the physically hurt person, because, you know, you never know what could happen. But, like, you know, I can see why she was upset. Like, I can sympathize with her. But yeah, no one in the comments was like sympathizing for her, and I was just feeling really weirded out, because, like, I feel like the comment section is just full of Kiribaku shippers and misogynists. Like that's what it like feels like. Like, everyone in the comments is just such a misogynist, and just ugh. And it's the way how also, like, they're hating on Mina for lashing out at Kirishima, but freaking didn't say a thing when Kirishima almost kissed Bakugo while he's in a relationship with Mina. Is that not weird? Like, I don't get it. He's in a committed, like, 4-month relationship with somebody, and he almost kisses somebody else. No one bats an eye. Ooh, Kiribaku, ooh. But Mina lashes out because her boyfriend won't give her enough attention. Oh my god, she's so terrible. Misogyny. So, anyways, they had this dinner planned, and Mina is like, "You like Bakugo?" He's like, Bakugo. I'm like, Kirishima was like, "I'm so sorry." Yeah, I'm glad Mina left him. Like, get the freak out of my face with that dumb stuff. So then, here comes now. Kirishima comes knocking on Bakugo's door, drunk, and I wasn't even reading at this point. Like, I was just like, okay, like, can we just get to the chase? And, you know, I really wanted to finish it because I wanted to see, like, where we would leave off, but I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it no freaking more. Like, after I was reading it, I had a huge freaking headache, because just reading it was so uncomfortable and so annoying. Like, oh my god, it should never get to a point like that. But yeah, that is probably one of the worst. No, it is the worst fanfiction that I've ever freaking read, and I don't recommend it to nobody. Whoever freaking recommended me that on Tumblr needs to go to hell and burn slowly. Whoever made that fanfiction needs to go to the deeper depths of hell to burn even more slowly. Oh my god. Like, I want to go to sleep because of how terrible that was. Oh my god. Like, I'm so tired now. Like, I feel like I just wasted all my time reading that fanfiction for no reason. Why the frick did I read that? Like, this is why I don't like reading AUs. Like, after this fanfiction, I'm not reading no more freaking AUs. No more. And another reason why I stuck around to read it was because of the AU. Because actually Shoto and Kirishima are actually like childhood friends, and I really wanted to know more about their backstory and stuff. But you know what? I don't care anymore because the creator freaking ruined everything by making Shoto Bakugo's F buddy. Like, what the heck? And then just making him this condescending, smug guy. And it's just so annoying. Like, I really hate when these AUs just change a character's entire personality. Like, I just can't do it anymore. Oh, I'm so tired, bro. Like, this just makes me so freaking upset because, like, the beginning was going so well, and then just it went so south in the middle. Like, I'm never reading that again. I'm never giving it another chance. I'm never, ever, ever reading a fanfiction like that again. I'm not reading no more AUs. The only AU fanfiction that I've ever read that was good was from Demon freaking Slayer. Oh my gosh. Demon Slayer fanfictions are the only ones that do the freaking AUs right. I'm never reading an AU again. Oh my gosh. Like, whatever. Bye.